I'm Dr. Cassandra Washington, and I want to ask you a question. Have you been waiting for a promise or a vision to manifest in your life? But a long time has passed and it doesn't seem like it's going to happen. I'm going to explain to you why the time that you have been waiting is working for you and not against you. You know, there's a scripture that says, God's strong hand is on you. He'll promote you at the right time. And there may be things that you're waiting for, things that you're believing for, things that you have had a vision for a long time, and it just feels like it's never going to happen. Well, I want to let you know that the time that you have been waiting, or the time that you have been spending looking and expecting for that thing to happen, has been working for you and on you. James chapter 1 and 2 through 4 says that we should consider it an opportunity when things are delayed, or when our faith is tried, because when our faith is tried, then it brings forth patience, and we are to let patience have its perfect work in us so that we will be entire and wanting nothing. That means that you will have everything that you need and you will be equipped for whatever it is that you're waiting for. One of the ways our faith is tested is when we are expecting and hoping for something and it's not given to us right away. We naturally don't like to wait. I don't know about you, but sometimes I get in that state of mind. You don't like to wait, and especially when it's something that you really want. You want it right then and there. But it's not always good for us to get it right then and there, because we may not be ready. And although we may not get it right then and there, it doesn't mean that it is not for us and it has not been predestined or ordained for us to have. It's just that we need to have some time. Give it that vision, that dream, that goal, that aspiration. Give some time to it so that it will be perfect, and so that we will be perfect and mature and not wanting for nothing. I want to encourage you to, in this moment, to employ time to your vision or whatever it is that you're believing and expecting. Time can work for you. Time can work effectively for you if we value it and if we respect it. A lot of times we don't we don't value and respect time. Why did I say that? Because we don't use it properly. Time is a great asset. It is our biggest asset, I believe. It's one of our greatest assets. And whenever you have an asset, you need to learn how to use it wisely, and you need to know how to make it profitable for you. And many times we are not valuing time, and we're not using it to make it profitable for us, because it's very beneficial. So I want to encourage you to let time be your friend. Let time be your tool. Stop being frustrated with time. Stop being disrespectful of time. Stop having the wrong perspective about time, because when it comes to God, it is something that He uses to help us be everything that He desires for us to be. And it's our view of it, it's our perspective. And I want to challenge you and encourage you to change your perspective. Let's view time in a different way. Well, as I said in my opening statement, time is a tool. And the scripture that I referenced was James, 1 Peter 5, verse 7. 6 and 7. So it says that we are to submit to the mighty hand of God, submit to God's hand, submit to His guidance, submit to His leadership, submit to His wisdom, submit to the fact that He, or the truth, that He knows what's best for you. Not only does He know what's best for you, He knows who you are. He knows what you're capable of. And many times we are not aware of what we're capable of, and we don't know everything there is about us. And in the process of time, things will happen, or events will happen. The process that we go through will bring to surface our strengths and our weaknesses to let us know what areas we need to build and what areas we need to capitalize on. Well, when we talk about time being a tool, time is also a catalyst for any process or event that comes in your life. And I believe the processes or events that happens in our lives happens to make us better, whether those events or processes are good or bad. They all come to make us better. And we have to learn to embrace them all because they help make us who we are and help to make us be the best person that we can be. Well, I said that time is a tool and it's a catalyst for the processes or events that happens in our lives. Time can help you develop your skills. What are the skills that you have? What is it that you have been assigned to do or called to do? Well, just because you have been assigned to do it or called to do it at this particular moment doesn't mean that you're necessarily ready to go right into action. When I thought about uh, time and our purpose and our calling or assignments, I thought about David and Joseph. You know, Joseph was given a dream when he was 17 years old. And in the dream, he was shown that he was going to be in a place of leadership where his parents, where his father and his brothers would bow down to him, that he would be over them. Well, at the age of 17, he had those dreams and he had that vision, but it did not come into fruition until about 13 years later when he was 30 or 31 years old. And in that process of time, Joseph went through several things to help develop his character. And in the end, Joseph realized that all those things that happened to him, even the betrayal of his brothers, the betrayal of Potiphar's wife, even the prisoners the prisoner who forgot about him. Joseph realized that all those things worked for his good and allowed him to be developed in his character and in his skills so that he will be able to be a blessing to many people. And in the development of his skills, Joseph used his gift of wisdom, of being able to foresee things in the future, being able to manage, because everywhere that Joseph went, even when he was in prison and in slavery, Joseph ended up being the person in charge. Now, you would say that's a strange place for him to learn to be a leader, but we cannot dictate to God how he chooses to train us or develop us. And so in those 13 years, in that period of time, God used that time to train and groom and build Joseph's dreams and his gifts and his skills and his vision, and to develop his character so that he would be ready and would be capable and would be prepared for the position of leadership that he had ordained for him. And so it's the same for us. You know, I think about years ago when God gave me a vision and a dream for my life, even about speaking and going out and doing ministry and doing many things. At the time, I was a person who did not like to speak in front of people. I was a person who did not like to be out front. But over the years, he has given me opportunities. He has developed that skill within me. He has allowed me to go to school, to get education, to be trained in so many different ways in academia, and also in the experiences of life. He allowed me to go through some things to make me more compassionate, give me the ability to have insight and discernment of people, to have an awareness and compassion for people when they are hurting, and to have a desire to help and to know how to help. So, you know, for a long time, I was wondering and saying, when is it going to happen? Not realizing all along he was delaying some things because I was not prepared and I was not ready. He did not change his mind about me. He did not change his mind about what he wanted to put into my hands, but he wanted me to be prepared. So he allowed me to go through some experiences. He allowed me to go to school. to be able to learn and to build skills to help me to do what he had called me to do. So time was working for me and time was working on me. And today, I appreciate everything that I went through. Everything was not good. Everything did not feel good. But those things that I went through that were even bad, they made me a better person. Made me to be more compassionate and be able to see when other people are dealing with problems. Gave me the ability to not be judgmental. Gave me the ability to be patient with other people, to meet people where they are, and to love them in spite of their faults and their flaws. So that time and those processes were good for me. Those experiences were good for me. I'm reminded of a scripture that says where David said, it was good for me that I was afflicted. It was good for me because it helped me to mature, helped me to grow up, helped me not to feel so privileged, but to be grateful and to be thankful. And so that time, those processes developed me mentally, developed my character, developed my skills, helped me to know how to interact and to engage and communicate with people more, taught me how to be respectful of people. And so these things in this time helped me to grow and help me to build. And also, as I stated, time helped me to be prepared for what God wanted to entrust to me, those things that he wanted to put in my charge and in my hands and in my care, to be able to administer help to others, whether it may be financial resources, teaching, advice, counsel. Time and those experiences worked for me and build me up and help me to be the person that I am today. And when I look back at my life over the past 20 years, I'm not the person that I was 20 years ago. And of course, I'm not talking about just age, but in the way that I think, in my development professionally, in my development personally, in my development spiritually. I am not the same person. I'm not the same person that I was a year ago, because over the process of time and events and experiences, it has helped. Those things have helped me to be better. Those things have helped me to grow. Those things have helped me to expand, and I can appreciate them. I can see now that it would not have been good for me to be given some of the things that I'm in charge of back 20 years ago, because I would not have had the understanding and the wisdom and the knowledge to know how to use those things effectively, to know how to lead people effectively. So I want to encourage you to value time, value it, embrace it. Those things that you are believing for, those things that you are trusting God for, time is necessary. Time is essential, because in that time, God will allow you to be developed. He will allow you to be developed as a person. He will allow you to develop your skills. He will allow you to acquire new skills. He will allow you to be prepared for the opportunities that are going to come your way for you to do what he has assigned you to do. And I want to encourage you not to quit, not to give up. Just because it has not happened today does not mean that it's not going to happen. Remember, Abraham had to wait for his promise for 25 years. But it eventually happened. And in the process of time, his faith was developed and his faith was strong and his relationship with God was strong, and he was ready. He was ready to be that father that he needed to be. And not only was he a father to Isaac, but that father that he will be, that promise that he will be a father of many nations came to pass in his life. Even though he is no longer here on this earth, that promise came to pass, because every person who believes and have faith and trusts God like Abraham did, then we are Abraham's children and we are children of God. So I want to encourage you to look at time as a tool, as an opportunity for you to grow, to develop. Remember what I said earlier. We are to consider it an opportunity. I believe in the scripture, James said, consider it, count it all joy when you fall in diverse temptations. Consider it an opportunity when something comes to challenge your faith, when something comes to challenge what you stand for or what you believe, because that gives you the opportunity to exercise your faith, to believe and to trust God more, and to exercise those mental and spiritual muscles and the word and the promises that you were given, and to cause you to be rooted and grounded, and to teach you to have courage and to stand firm on what you believe. So time is not working against you. It all depends on how you use it. It all depends on how you view it. Time can work for you. Time can work on you. Time will make you better. Time will make you sweeter. Time will make you stronger. In that space, in time, what are you doing? Are you allowing the process to build you, to make you? Are you embracing the process, or are you complaining? Are you stressing? Are you worrying? I want to encourage you that in that time, in the process of time, in the process, in the events, let's be patient. Let patience have its perfect work, that everything that you need that is on the inside of you will be developed, will be matured, that you will have everything you need, because we are told that we have everything that we need that pertains to life and godliness. You have everything that you need to live your life. You have everything you need, not to just live your life, but to live it victoriously, to live it abundantly. You have everything that you need within you to do your work and fulfill your purpose effectively and efficiently. You have everything that you need within you. So we are to give ourselves, and even give the situations, give the vision and the dreams and the aspirations, give it time, and use that time as a tool to allow yourself to be developed, even to allow that vision to be developed. Don't you know some of the things that I envisioned 20 years ago have evolved, have grown, they've become bigger, because over the process of time, I've come to understand more. Things have changed, and so has my vision evolved. The foundation or the core of what it is that I desire to do has not changed, but the methods and how and what other things that I need to incorporate have changed and evolved. So time can work for you and on you if you allow it to. So I want us to embrace the time, and not to allow ourselves to get disturbed, or not allow ourselves, to get bogged down in worry or frustration because things haven't happened yet that we wanted them to. As I said, James told us, and First Peter 5 told us that we are to submit ourselves to the mighty hand of God, humble ourselves to God's wisdom, humble ourselves to his leadership, humble ourselves to his direction, his guidance. And in the right time, he's going to exalt you and put you in your rightful place and allow you to be where it is that he had already ordained and desired for you to be. And so don't you frown upon where you are, and don't let nobody else do it either. And you may feel like you're behind. You're looking at your age. You're looking at how much time has passed, and you feel like certain things that you have done, mistakes that you have made, that you're not going to see or experience the promise and the vision that you have. And maybe years ago you had a vision and some things have happened and you just feel like you've gotten so far off course, but you have not missed your opportunity. You may have missed opportunities, but whatever it is that God has for you, He knows how to direct you right to where it is that you're supposed to be. And everything that has happened in your life, whether it was good or bad, He knows how to use it to help you be the best person that you can be. And so we are to appreciate it. We are to value it. We are to know, just like Joseph did, that it may have been meant for evil, but God knows how to take it and make it work for your good. So I just want you to relax. Don't be so hard on yourself. Don't be stressed out. Don't be frustrated. Just give it time. And in the time, allow it and God to do what it was meant to do, to work on you, to work for you, to prepare you and develop you for that great thing that He has in store for you.